This is a video to review your homework or your workbook page from yesterday. It's on page 187. And to start, I'm just going to go over number 11. And number 11 through 14 are very similar to each other. So I'm just going to go over number 11. If you do need me to go over some of the other ones, just let me know and I can go over them over Zoom with you. So the directions were to write each fraction or mixed number as the product of a whole number and a unit fraction. So for number 11, they already gave me my whole number right here, and then I need my unit fraction. So if I look in my original 5, 6, I see that my denominator is 6, so then my unit fraction is going to be 1/6. So when I go back to here, I say I have my whole number times my unit fraction, so 5 times 1/6. Okay, so that is the answer to number 11. For number 15 and 16, there were some questions on this one, and I'm going to show you guys based on the examples I did yesterday. So I'm actually going to move this one down a little bit. When we talked about this one yesterday, we talked about knowing what our whole is. I already have a whole here, and I know that in my whole, my denominator is 10, so my whole would be 10/10, right? So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? But I have 1, and then I also have 5/10. So I need to add 5 more on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So if I'm writing this as like breaking it up into my fractions and adding up my fractions for my whole, because there's 10 pieces, would be 10 out of 10. My fraction that I see over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of my 10, which is my whole, okay? So that equals 15/10. So when I go back to write this as a product of a whole number and a unit fraction, I know that my unit fraction is going to be 1/10. And I know that my whole is 15. I see it right here. So I come up here, and it would be the same thing as 15 times 1/10. When I go to number 16, I have 3 1/3. When I have 3 1/3, I know that my whole is 3/3. So I have 3 wholes. So I can say 3/3 plus 3/3 plus 3/3. Those are my 3 wholes. And then I still have my 1/3. Okay? So when I add them up, I say 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 1 equals 10/3. So when I write that as a product of my whole number and my unit fraction, I'm going to say I have 10/3. So I say 10 times 1/3. So that's the answer for that one. All right. So that is the review for the homework from last night. You guys are going to complete an exit ticket so that we can hopefully move on to the next topic with fractions. If you guys have any questions, shoot me a message on Google Classroom and I can do a Zoom meeting with you. Bye guys.